All right. They should have a screenshot by now. That's fine. I don't know if ChatGPT is actually worth it at this point. They're no longer like the front runner. Yeah, I think it depends. Aider, I've heard that one's good too. I haven't used it though. Factory workers aren't getting paid more today because tools made it easier to make widgets. They're just expected to make more widgets. Question this data, but whatever. Right, like it may be relative to the value of the dollar. Right? They may have adjusted for inflation that way, but have they actually adjusted for the cost of living? Probably not. Because in the 60s, you could afford a house on a, like, factory worker's wage. There's no way in hell anymore. Well, one thing to remember is that right, the Mustang released for $3,000 in, what was it, 1968 or something like that? $3,000 is actually not quite as much as you thought it was. Or it's actually more than you think it is. Right, so $27,000, you can still buy a car for $27,000. The Mustang was actually a poor man's sports car. That was actually what Lee Iacocca created with it. Other sports cars were far more expensive. So $27,000 is actually pretty reasonable for a car these days, even. Right, for like a, you know, not a nice car. What car can I buy for $27K? Right? Brand new cars. For under 30. So, just pointing it out. The cost of a car is actually kind of kept up. And, I mean, humble web dev. There's an age-old quote, right? Ford stands for found on roadside dead. Right? The only thing that was different between now and then about cars is that you could actually maintain your car back then yourself. Doing so nowadays is a fool's errand. Everything is so jam-packed in, like the engine hood or engine compartment. You can still do it, right? There's definitely stuff you can do with a new car, but with the electronics and all that stuff, like specialty tools you need, like it gets pretty crazy. So that is the thing that has changed, right? Being able to actually work on your own car. There's only so much you can do nowadays. Oh wow, hold up. This is cool. I didn't realize Cool AJ is shouted out in a Google document. That's even cooler. I just now noticed that. It's nifty. The Kias are kind of nice. Sure. I need something with all-wheel drive, personally. And my 95 Subaru still kills it. Is it is it a nice car? No, but it handles in the snow better than a lot of nice cars. Okay, so let's clean up some of this. Oh, we'll cancel that. We can do close others. Oh, maybe it was. I don't know. Hyundai Kona? Or you're saying the Kia Seltos? I don't know. Front wheel drive? Yeah. Yeah, that makes more sense. Well, it says this one's all-wheel. Right, but then we see others that aren't. Just keep that in mind. Actually, I don't want an SUV either. No, we were just comparing, like, inflation values. Someone mentioned that you could buy a car for $3K. And it turns out $3K in 1968, when the Mustang was released, is actually $27K today. And there are reasonable cars you can buy for that price. Because the Mustang was released specifically as a poor man's sports car. That was one of the genius things that Lee Iacocca did. Yes, I read his either biography or autobiography. Yeah, I mean, I prefer front wheel over rear. Yeah, and it's better for climbing hills, etc. too, like in the snow. Going downhill, not necessarily as good though. Yeah, maybe it is. I don't know. I'm less sure about that part. Depends on the snow. Yeah, I don't know. I need all-wheel for the type of driving I tend to need, right? I don't need, like, the badass four-wheel Jeep BS, which aren't even, like, that good. But, nah, for me, I drive in snow often enough that I need something that good. And hey, Jens, thank you for the sub.
Who's a pretty kitty? Jinsel sounds like a sleek, majestic Siberian tiger with shimmering golden fur marked with bold black stripes. They're known by the pet name Whiskers.
Ooh, Jens, your cat name is Whiskers.
Snowy forests, skillfully tracking down deer and elk. At the end of their adventurous days, they love to curl up in the cozy nook of an ancient hollow tree, softly lined with fallen pine needles and leaves.
All right, so let's try out Pear, right? Just to see what people think. Nope, sorry, the bot already gave you a name. Your cat name is Whiskers. Yeah, have a good one, Tufles. Oh, okay, there we go. Looks like we had to try and open a folder. Okay. It transferred our settings, which is interesting. Initializing tab 9. No, we don't want that. Alright, we'll let things install real quick. We'll disable that. We got to disable tab 9 as well, which I thought I did. All right, we got to restart our extensions. All right, so it's indexing our whole project, and this could take a while. So we see it kind of kicking in. Jealous of my collection of beanies? Oh yeah, I got a bunch. Do I have a link to that while they're doing their indexing? We do. So yeah, you can see my bin of beanies. And I found one of my vintage ones recently too. Yeah, I got a few. There we go. Still indexing. That is a lot of indexing. Like, man. Probably should have tried it on a smaller project. Right, looks like indexing's done. Oh yeah, our extensions are still booting up. So hold on. I need to go through this list and turn off all the extensions. Right, disable. Disable. Architect we do want. We'll see about those. So I think that's something that they messed up in Pair AI, because it's not honoring the extensions that I've turned off. And we're not using Go for this project. We don't need hot dog stand. Yeah, it took every extension we had and turned them on. We're not using JSON 5 on this. Not using Kotlin on this. Let me get more music going. Don't care about live share. Not using Lua in this project. We will be using Markdowns, that's fine. Don't care about Ninja. Yeah, I mean, I think there's a reason they do it. I just think they need to figure out how to like identify the user's disabled extensions. That would be pretty huge. Using Svelte on this project. We're not using Vagrant. Yikes. I haven't used Vagrant in a long time. I don't think we're using YAML on this project. Oh wait, never mind. We'll cancel that. We are using YAML because, yeah, duh, OpenAPI. API elements? Sure. Astro we are using, auto import. Base web we don't need. Bazel we're not using on this project. C, C++. Disable all the C# stuff. Not using Caddy. So we have a lot of stuff. And hey, what's up, Aline? How you doing over there? It would be cool if VS Code would use import type when auto-completing. If you import a type, yeah, that would be cool. I mean, so keep in mind that the auto-import functionality is an extension. So there might be a better extension for that auto-import stuff. Yeah, so I mean, Krasner, we've had these turned off for ages. But I have done stuff that was CMake based. I have done stuff, right? C++, Rust, etc. The Swift extension. We're just not using it here. And I've already gone through turning off all the ones that I don't use all the time over in VS Code. I don't think we're using TOML on this. We might use GitHub Actions. We'll leave that one on forever. Haskell, we'll turn that off. This is kind of interesting because it's like a history of like all the stuff we've done. And hey, Sean Washbot, Mr. Sir. The video is crispy, huh? Thank you. Yeah, are you just now checking out Algora? I'm glad I had the chat showing over there. Yeah, what are you up to, man? Yeah, I upgraded my lens just earlier this year as well. Performance reasons, absolutely. Basically, we're trying out Pear, which is a new AI code editor similar to Cursor, but open source. And when we installed it and used it for the first time, it took our extensions from VS Code and installed all of them. But it didn't actually check to see if we had them disabled at the global level, because that's probably in a different place or something. I don't know. Yeah. So, whatever. It's fine. I've seen worse. And we've already gone through the process of disabling all these in VS Code, but yeah, Pear, you know, there's some kinks to work out. Today was launch day. And we're giving it a try just to support them. Power mode stays enabled though, for sure. But no, it is pretty smooth that they're like using the same theme that we had configured. It put the bookmark bar or whatever they call it to the right. Pretty cool. And yeah, I didn't realize how many of these extensions we had. We got a lot. And yeah, this is a 2015 Mac Mini. A look back on all the extensions we've installed. Yeah, it's kind of cool. I actually like it. A little bit of a nostalgia effect. Okay, so we just went through the whole list. We have 121 extensions installed. That's a bit much. Not a bit too much, a much too much. All right, so initializing all of this stuff, let's pour some auth. And yeah, Sean Washington, Mr. Sir, how you doing over there? Looks like, man, that was way quicker. Awesome. So, now as we look at what we're doing here, oh, so we need Olam installed. That's where the tab completion comes from. Got it. I think I'm on Big Sur. Maybe I need to restart the extension host. We're using try pair, or pair, which is a cursor competitor. So it's an AI-enabled VS Code fork. And we are trying to see, you know, how their tab completion, etc. works. It uses Ollama under the hood. Oh, do I have to run it? Yeah, we're trying it out. Yeah, how you doing, Nick? Yeah, no worries. One thing I might share with you is on first install, it was cool that it copied over like a lot of my settings and all that stuff. Right, but all of my extensions were enabled versus like definitely the ones that I had. Okay, you got pinged about that too. Sure. Just making sure you knew. Yeah, I have 121 extensions installed, but that's because I work with all sorts of different languages. Like for my feature flag tool, I have SDKs that I've written by hand in 10 different languages. So yeah, there's a lot of extensions just to support that. Yeah, no worries. At least, yeah, as long as you know about it, that's fine. Yeah, for sure. And I'm guessing another thing? No, not yet. This is just out of the box. I haven't done any settings changes yet. It was just notifying me via a widget that I need Ollama installed. But when we first launched, the sign-in button was somewhat unresponsive because it was loading up all of my extensions, probably. Yeah, right? Once like all the extensions happened and I tried to open a folder, then the sign-in button, like all the clicks, created a bunch of tabs, right? So that might have been just like hung because it was doing all the other work and it was taking a while to respond, or it might have been that like I needed to try and open something first. So I don't know, we're trying it out. But yeah, maybe just if there's some way to hook into and know like how long it's like to hook into the event of that initial installation, or at least like maybe ask first. Like I think a prompt for people to like initiate that would maybe be better than just like hanging at the start. Though I can understand why you just do it automatically, because, you know, the more clicks, the better. Yeah, like just like an onboarding widget or something, right? Like you got the loading thing, sure, it shows, oh yeah, like maybe does the install, but maybe even prompts people, like maybe they just want to start fresh. You know, I think giving people the option would be worthwhile. Totally up to you, just a little bit of feedback. That was what someone over in one of the other chats said too, so just throwing it out there. Yeah, I could load up Vexilla at some point. Because, yeah, I'm in a mono repo right now that has a fair bit of stuff. I might need to restart the extension. You believe? Yeah, no worries. Reload window? Yeah, it's pretty common. Oh, I just want to see if it's gonna like get the snippet for creating an access token that we have elsewhere. That was something that Super Maven didn't do at all. So yeah, pair AI is working. And keep in mind, this is a 2015 Mac Mini, so we're also kind of like stress testing it towards just like, you know, like when you do iOS dev, you typically want to have like the oldest, slowest phone you can test on. This Mac Mini is basically that for pair. And yeah, we see pairs like chugging away in the background. Oh, Code Stroll's like 1,000 times better? Okay. Oh, yeah, exactly, Renegade. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I never do the terminal inside of VS Code. Basically X Factor. If it runs here, it'll run anywhere. Okay, so it stopped spinning. We got the spinner, so it's at least trying. But yeah, I don't have a GPU on this machine, like, you know. It's gonna be a bit tough. Well, it does say, right, when I click this, it looks like it is enabled because it's giving me the option for disable. Yeah, I do plan on updating my machine here soon. Like, we have reached the limit of this Mac Mini.
Let's have a dream which isn't under control.
Enable. Okay, yeah, so it was enabled. No, that's fine. I can just use the command palette.
Well, something's gonna happen to me that I don't know.
Sure. Yeah, Super Maven is lightning fast, but I think the issue with Super Maven is it only has, like, the context of a single file. So yeah, this having, like, the whole project should help. But as an example, like my back end for this project is using Architect, which is AWS Lambda based, which means I have an API endpoint, or I have like a Lambda file for every endpoint. So there's something like 70 endpoints in there. Oh yeah, I'm on the free tier of Super Maven. That's probably it. Yeah, that's a good point. So basically what I'm trying to get it to autocomplete is a snippet down here. Encode access token. Right, but we don't have the same exact pattern. So maybe if I were to do like the JSON. No, hold on. Let's just try. I still want to give it a little more try. Like, you know, this is still valid feedback for you. I want to see if it'll actually do, like, the completion of this next, like, part of this line. That would be pretty cool. No, it is. Yeah, it's spinning. So it's trying. It's just slow. Like, you know, this is an ancient Mac Mini. Okay. Want to see if it tries to do any more? Oh, maybe it's just looking at the config. Okay. I believe it's 16. Yeah, I always max out RAM when I buy a machine. Something my dad kind of like hammered home when I was young. Like every major computer system he's ever designed for like a large company, and we're talking like mainframes, he's always maxed out the RAM. Like within reason. When he designed the 800 system, like computers, he used Samsung solid state memory, which is back in 1990 or 89. So Samsung solid state memory in 1990. I think I remember him telling me that each DIMM, or whatever they called them, was about 10 grand. So yeah, hold on. We'll try this again. And let me double check my config. Oh, you should have gone with the next up from your 32. All right, so let's double check this. You're saying it's probably not in models, right? You see custom commands, context providers, / commands. No, and I see in the config add. Yeah, for sure. And don't say sorry. No, this is part of the process, right? So yeah, no worries. And I'm wondering if I just like restarted from like the original state I was in. That might help too. Config updated.
Internet?
But yeah, so Nang, basically, my dad did hardware design kind of stuff. And he designed the computers that ran 1-800 numbers, right? And routed them to like landlines and stuff like that. He designed the mainframe for that. This is back in 1989. They might have a totally new system by now. But he did that while working at Belcourt. And my mom wrote number portability or helped write number portability for the 1-800 system during that same time. So yeah, both my parents are programmers. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty much why I figured I could always fall back into programming, like while I was a snowboard bum. Because, you know, both of them, they don't have degrees in computer programming. My mom has a math degree, and my dad, I don't think, actually graduated college. You know, so I always kind of figured I could just do this stuff. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so yeah, I think my Mac Mini struggles. It's a lot of context for the vector DB and all that stuff. I wish this was a better demo for you, but at least you're seeing like how it performs on a really ancient machine. There is value to that. Maybe, but, you know, I'm the first of my siblings to actually become a programmer. My little brother is now getting into it, which is cool. No, yeah. You're totally right. Yeah, that's a saying here too. Faster RAM, maybe? Yeah. Yeah, I could give it a shot on my work machine at some point, too. Hold on, I gotta respond over here.
Internet?
Yeah, no worries. And, yep, I plan on giving it a try at work as well. So, you know, I can have some more feedback. Hosted on server, but got rate limited. Gotcha. Yeah, no, it makes sense. Like, yeah, I'm happy to test it more. Yeah, I may just, like, table it for now just because it does seem like the autocomplete is, you know, really chewing up my machine. So I may just switch back to Super Maven. Even though it's not as good, like, having full context would be nice. So there is feedback. If we click this, there's a give feedback right there. Oh, that's fine. I'm just letting you know. Oh, and it's even like within the context of the last auto-completion too. And yeah, I wonder if I was doing it on a smaller project, would my machine handle it better? There's always a possibility of that too. But yeah, no worries, Dang, for sure. Hopefully I can have a little bit more feedback for you when I try it for some work stuff. So yeah, we'll close it for now just because I can actually hear my Mac Mini sweating. So what does that mean, Renegade? Like, what does the ICPT thing mean? Oh, integer counter PT. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that personally. Like, I'd rather just give it a semantic name just so I can scan it and understand it better. And yeah, sorry, Aline, you're a bit afraid of using cursor or similar tools because, for example, you don't know how they treat ENVs or things like that. So, at least for the autocomplete, that's using Olama locally. So it's not really going anywhere. Nothing feels better than seeing it done in a task list. Yeah, that's a good point. What do you mean there, Vev? Or are you saying here? I definitely had a reason. I don't remember what it was. Oh, because this is the API. So in the API, if you were to do that, it would actually put these on the same line, right? Like the start of the error text. Instead, it puts them on separate lines. So it's basically like a print line, because this is only going to be shown in the terminal. Inside of DevTools, who cares? But if I'm just using the terminal for server debugging, it's a little nicer just to have them separated out. And in the future, I may even do something like unhandled error is like the log we care about here, but then the console log here might turn into more of like a proper log, like a structured log. So this one would be for me reading log files. This one would be for sending out to some log aggregator. Keep in mind, like the main reason is just to have them on separate lines for readability in my terminal. So MFA validate request. And yeah, Aline, I mean, yeah, depending on the project, maybe just for a demo project, if you're questioning what they do with ENV files. you know, do a project that doesn't have any. Like front-end stuff. So even then, like the env files on the front end, they're going to be public anyway, so who cares? Yeah, SuperMaven does a pretty good job of autocomplete. Let's get this out of the way. And yeah, let's actually start hacking out this code. So tables, email, MFA code, const users table. Need to bring this in from there. Oh, and interesting. So it's no longer doing the // import. That's awesome. Okay. Somehow that got better just in a single day. So this is the validate endpoint. Yeah, SuperMaven autocomplete. Somehow it got better because it saw that we installed pair. It got scared. Here's what I'm wondering. What if it's actually using the vector database that pair created? That'd be weird, right? Because I wasn't getting any of that. Dude, yeah, this wasn't happening. Now, that is not accurate. We just want to pass in the user ID. So Vivarian, like, this is actually giving us that cross-file context, which is actually kind of cool. So that is not going to be accurate. Okay. But here's the thing, X Factor. It wasn't doing that before we installed Cursor. Hey, no worries, Deja Vu. Yeah, happy to help. And, you know, just to reiterate, you probably heard it while watching that. Definitely make sure you are crafting your resumes to the company that you are applying to, right? I believe you're still kind of early career, so you're going to have less that you can fine tune. But yeah, if they're looking for specific technologies, make sure you're shouting that out in like the stuff you did at the previous job if it's relevant. So if they have a lot of like SQL stuff, list out that you're doing SQL. But if they're doing Mongo, then maybe don't do the Mongo. SuperMaven just did an update? Maybe, but I haven't actually updated. Yeah, so SuperMaven, we haven't actually updated inside of VS Code yet. So that isn't it. No, it just somehow got better within the past half hour. Because it got scared because we installed pair. That's cool. These things are becoming self-aware. Right? That was an act of self-preservation. All right, so validating the MFA code, that's going to be coming from OTP auth over here. Yep. Okay, so we got to do something like this. Oh, and what's up, Lateef? Yeah, I would say if you're looking into Pair, as an early adopter, you can get a massive, like, forever discount. You know, grandfather yourself in. So then $120 for a whole year, whereas Cursor is like $20 a month. I'm not sure what Cursor's full pricing is, actually. I'm just guessing if it's Cursor.a. It is not Cursor.a. So 16 a month. So yeah, you could save, you know, $72. Assuming that they are equivalent. I don't know. Codium? I haven't used Codium yet. Okay. Yeah, I'm on the free tier of Super Maven, and it's pretty good right now. I think the thing about Super Maven is it's fast. Like, it's really fast on this code base. Like, dude, this is a 2015 Mac Mini. Like, ancient. We were using Tab 9 before, and, like, way slower. Tab 9 is snake oil? I mean, it was doing some good auto completion. And oh man, you guys know how I went out to the PAX pre-party yesterday? Extremely underwhelming. I don't think I'm going next year. Last year was amazing. This year's was eh. Like, they had a proper band last year. This year, they just had, like, a DJ in the VIP area. The VIP area was affiliates and partners, which means, like, basically everyone. Like, what's the point? No, there was definitely some people there that were just there for PAX and just hanging out at the party, but, like, still, it was interesting. I did find out about a party at TwitchCon, though. So that could be cool. By Blurp, which is some, like, audio extension thing. You have? Yeah, it's like, the sound alerts extension, but, like, way more extreme. And yeah, Tab 9 was, like, really early on. Yeah. Alright, so, yeah, the part we care about, and I probably want to extract some of this config right here into a shareable place. So we're going to put that over in the shared directory. And just an OTP file. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I guess page down would do it. There we go. Oh, it still needs to be the base 32, so we're going to have to do that part still, which is fine. Length is going to be 6. That's fine. Do we think a length of 6 is properly future-proofed? I guess pretty much every company does 6. I think I've only seen 1 or 2 that do 7. And we could always notify users to reset when we want to increase it. That'll be something we just deal with in the future. How do we feel about SHA-1 for the algorithm? And account identifier... You've seen 8? Oh, I've seen 7 before. I've never seen 8. Interesting. Yeah, I think Twitch does 7. I think it's configurable? Hold on. Yeah, I have a 7 in auth. And I have 6 in the Google Authenticator. Interesting. 8 via SMS. Oh, interesting, 4-wheel. I didn't know that. Okay. 6 for Twitch. Okay. Twitch is tied into the Twilio API system. Makes sense. That's probably how they're doing the SMS stuff, right? .256. All right, so now we have this like base config. Do they give us a type for that? I would assume that there is. Hmm. Let's do this. So we'll do OTP there. We'll bring in OTP auth. I'm not sure that doc is actually in. Oh, that was it. Touche. Good call. Yeah. Good catch. I think we're fine there. User MFA secret key. Label. User.email. Bam. So yeah, Super Maven killing it. Ooh, nice meta. Which one did you ask? Super Maven, or are you trying out Pair? Pair. Nice. Yeah, so you have a fast enough machine. That's awesome. All right, let's do a quick fix here. Add to user settings. Ah, so a 3080 with 32 gigs of RAM. Yeah, that'll do it. All right, so then from here, TOTP dot validate MFA code. Is it gonna throw? Oh, search window should be 1. But that goes into an object. Oh, token. Ah, never mind. So hold on. Nope, this is just an object here. And yeah, we should be rate limiting. We'll do to do. And that's a good point. We're gonna have to do rate limiting for the Magic Link stuff too. Ooh, Super Maven nailing it with the auto completions now. This looks about right to me from now on. Yeah. The ad's from me, the post-hog one. So, we helped out Algora TV. Algora is a bug bounty kind of platform in which, like, you can create an issue or, you know, something like that on GitHub and then assign a bounty to it. So that's Algora's, like, main business. And then Algora TV is their own, like, code-focused hosting platform for streaming, which is really cool. And they are toying around with the idea of sponsored content. One of the parts being like the banner window. Another part being like, I don't know if you were here during the past like 2 weeks or so, where maybe a banner comes up and I react to it, just to like check out the product and understand it. That'll maybe be another part of the sponsored content. So yeah, just helping them evaluate it, get some clips to help sell it, some of that stuff. And yeah, I really like the fact that there's a new code-focused streaming platform. That's pretty awesome to me. Real quick though, I do need to use the restroom and pour some more water. We're going to hold off on the whiskey because I need to be at the top of my game for the fantasy football draft tonight. And also, I've been overdoing it too much lately. You know. So, I'm going to use the restroom. I'll be right back. We'll probably hop into a whiskey around like 5. It is Earth Juice for the pro player. Yeah, maybe. But yeah, let me go use the restroom. I'll be right back, and I'll see you in a second. Okay. Well, I didn't hear what sound effect that might have been. I'm hoping to hear the Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice stuff here. But we'll see. But yeah. So, we need to increment rate limiting. We'll do that part later. Because, yeah, I think we have this endpoint pretty close. Here's my thought about this. So, okay, number one. Yeah, that's just going to be HTTP response. But at some point, yeah, we're going to want to make this a stronger type. That way we get validation for stuff like this, right? So that generic, yeah, I already see some stuff I want to improve about Calatrava, which is nice. But let me go look at the type for that real quick, because I can't remember. Request schema for the validate. It is going to take the magic link code. That's the part I was thinking. So, we probably... We probably don't want to leak whether the magic link code or the MFA code is incorrect. So we just spit out a 401 for either one. But that means that, like, when you get to this point, we're going to show you the multi-factor auth prompt. But it may not necessarily be that you had a valid link. And if you fail, right, after maybe 2 or 3 times, we say, if you're having trouble logging in, maybe try resending the magic link. Boom. Something like that. We will want to maybe, like, annotate three for password, 5 for the two-factor. So keep in mind, it's not going to be password, but it would be the magic link code. So we would want to do, like, separate rate limiting for the magic link. Sure, I could see that. And how often, like, how much time should we elapse? Like, you know, how long should they be timed out for? Curious about that part. Like, what do you think? You do the lockouts in stages? Sure. And yeah, like, how long should they be locked out for? I guess that's an important bit. 5 minutes? Half hour? Do we do like a full-on, just like you're locked out? Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm just thinking out loud. And this is part of why people say don't roll your own auth, because answering these questions is tough. Exactly, right? If they hit our rate limiting. "24 hours." Where's that sound coming from? Oh, weird. I was wondering. Yeah, for some reason, Roku decided to start playing, just because I had it in a background tab. That was weird. Finally watched Toast of London recently. That show's hilarious. Yeah, we should probably do like an exponential rollout, or roll-off. FD, your internet's messing up, so YouTube's working better? Sounds good. Yeah. Honestly, the lurk on YouTube really helps me out, getting them watch hours. Let me check that number, actually. I'm quite curious. Is it going up still? Gradually. We're at 3721. Yeah, I'm gonna need to, oh no, 3677, that was stale data. Gonna get Twitch watch hours also for that purple heart. The purple heart, is that like a user, like a viewer icon? Like similar to how you have the Elden Ring one? Oh, for streamers only. What number do I have to hit? Do I have to hit like the 10 million? Or is it just the 1 million? Because, yeah, I can show you what I'm at on, or I can tell you what I'm at on Twitch. Where do I see my achievements? Here we go. I am currently at 640,000. So I've got bleed purple, purple, marble, and chrome. So does that mean I should have some hearts from that? Oh, award on completion. Okay, no. So I need to hit the 5 mil. Sorry, I was reading it totally wrong. So we're not even at the 1 mil yet. We would have to hit the 5 mil to get the purple one. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. So yeah, at this rate, it'll only take us 40 years. Yeah, I don't know. Might be a while. Oh, they just announced it at TwitchCon EU as well. Makes sense. And yeah, there are like big streamers. Like I would bet Prime has already hit the 5. He's probably at 50 or close to it by now. And Cake, rolling my own auth, right? Like, you know, the Kevin from Home Alone face. All the blogs you've read say never to do that. That's the thing, right? It's just like S3 uploads. It's a pain in the ass until you do it, and then you're good. I've rolled my own password, like email password authentication with password reset and all that stuff, plenty of times. Like, it's super easy. Right? Permission systems. I've rolled that plenty of times. Pretty easy. I haven't done anything with Zanzibar yet, so that'll be fun. I actually just bought a domain name, rollyourownauth.com. And I'm thinking about making like one of those like courses in which we go through like all the different things and like do the implementation. I think that would be kind of fun. And it's definitely not targeted at beginners. I don't like the idea of charging beginners for anything. But yeah, for mid-level and above, if you want to learn how to do your own TOTP stuff, would it be cool to have a course that does all that? Sure. One that goes into the different types of permission systems. I think that'd be cool too. But yeah, rolling your own auth is not something beginners should do, so it's not a course like marketed at them. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about, Cake. We're rolling our own magic login. We're rolling our own magic login. We're rolling our own two-factor auth. We already rolled our own email password. Like, all that stuff's easy, man. You just gotta learn how to do it, follow best practices, and you're good. And easy for me, I should say. And hey, what's up, Jens? How you doing? Clock sync? Yeah. So we're using this library, and this library is actually handling a lot of that for us. That's what the window here is. I believe, let's go double check the docs. Boom. Validate. Window of counter values to test. So right now we're doing 1. We should probably do it to 2 or 3. Sure. Right? And then it does it like before or after maybe. I think window here is actually like on either side, rather than just like the 30-second. So that accounts for like the drift. Alright, so continuing along, yeah. Validate, not email, but magic link. Well, yeah, exactly, Fort Wheel. But basically, that's what they're talking about. So when we are setting in our config base, the period is 30 seconds. The window is the amount of periods before or after, right? So the valid codes would be one that came before it and one that came after it in the sequence. Just because users can have drift in both directions. Yep, I'm pretty sure that's what window is meant to mean. We'll have to, like, maybe go look at their code if we care about it, or we can just test it. But yeah, validating the magic link code, we have not done that part in any of these yet. Yeah, I mean, we could just read their source code too. It's open source. All right, the recovery endpoint, that's the one we're gonna need to do as well. So first, we need to do this stuff. So const tables. We're not gonna have a user. Oop. Oh. That was an awesome autocomplete. I think it's using this type, right? Like where we do request schema. I think it understood that and knew that this was the type that we're looking for because they're just strings to the LLM. Man, yeah, dude, Super Maven got way better somehow, just over the course of a day. Kinda cool. Was it? Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what I did. Did I do like the Shaq face from Hot Ones? Like that face or whatever? Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I mean, so I've been using tab 9. Which is somewhat mediocre. I have faith that they'll make it better eventually, but at the current moment in time, it needs some work. All right, so validating recovery code. Oh, and hold on, no, we actually do need to get the user. Oh, but no, our auto import broke again. It was doing the at architect shared thing before. Now it's doing the ... slash again. What the hell, dude? You're embarrassing me in front of my friends. Ooh, and for some reason it still thinks we've got user.recovery codes. So just as I'm singing its praises, it's getting worse. Come on, man. Now, let me double check something else over here. When we're generating the recovery code, it's just a nano ID. Perfect. All right. All right, just 401. Hey, what's up, Cinder? How you doing? All right, and then this part is actually the same thing as what we did before. So we can actually go grab that boilerplate. I don't think... Yeah, hold on. I don't think we want to extract that into something reusable just yet. Oh, and I think it's actually slightly off. Yeah, that's annoying. So email we're good with, user ID, name. Hey, Soy Pete, how you doing? Sorry, I just want to make sure I write this properly. MFA recovery code is existing MFA recovery code. Oh, nope. That stays MFA recovery code. This one is existing. And it's going good. We're rolling our own two-factor auth. It's my first time doing that. So there's definitely some like learning about the flows and security concerns that we kind of need to think about. But it's a good learning experience. You know, I enjoy this stuff. Let's do the shout out. You ever rolled your own two-factor auth or multi-factor? Making an epic intro to Golang course. Nice. Yeah, I'm actually considering about making like a roll your own auth course. I think that'd be kind of cool. Ah, thank you, Suyash. Yeah, I just like building stuff. I didn't like how a lot of the auth providers kind of nickel and dime you for multi-factor auth. Alright, you can get basic stuff for free, but like then once you want to do multi-factor, it's an extra fee per month or whatever. And I think for... Hold on, let me double check Clerk. Clerk, I think, was the best deal we found. But it still wasn't exactly what I was looking for. And still, like, 25 bucks a month. I'd rather have that scaled to 0. Yeah. Enhanced authentication is an extra 100 a month. Like, nah. For bootstrapping, I can't do it. Now, when we need to start impersonating users, that'll be tricky. Enhanced roles, I don't want to do permissioning through Clerk. So that part I don't care about. Audit logs would probably be worthwhile. But user impersonation, that would be a nice feature to have at some point. Building that myself is going to suck, but whatever. Yeah, for sure, Siyash. Have you built your own multi-factor auth before? Hanko? I've never seen Hanko before. Yeah, I'm not going to be using Clerk. No, like, permissions-wise, I want to use Zanzibar. Or at least something Zanzibar-based. Sure. I would suggest learning multi-factor auth separate from the Rust part. Rust is its own complicated beast to learn on its own anyway. What I see as the biggest challenge in building user impersonation, is it more about the proper permissions while impersonated? It'll be around like juggling things in the UI maybe? Right? Like when logged in as an admin. Just setting all that up. I don't know. I haven't built user impersonation before. So, I don't know. I haven't even thought about it. But yeah, so Soy Pete, how far into your course are you? Yeah, Suyash, I would definitely recommend like learning Rust separately from learning something entirely new. So, as an example, my favorite way to learn a new language is to rebuild something I've already built. And I ended up doing that with, an API that I had built in Node.js, and then I rebuilt it in Rust, Go, and Elixir. This is maybe like 8 years ago now. But yeah, my favorite way to actually learn a new language is to not build something new with it. It's actually to rebuild something I've already built. Because then you're not having to like solve the like business decisions of it. You just need to solve the language and syntax issues of it, which is it frees you up to just concentrate on the tech part because you know what you need to do, you just don't know how to do it yet in that language. Figuring out what you need to do is its own battle, right? When you're building something like new from scratch. Oh, there you go. So you've got it like written basically already. You just need to like set up the video stuff and then do the recording. Nice. So you're actually going to be doing it through O'Reilly. Okay, cool. Yeah, I was planning on just like self-publishing mine. Yeah, for sure, Suyash. I think the thing is, like, chatting with people more experienced than yourself, which is something I do all the time too. It's how I think I've gotten better as well. It's definitely one thing to do that, but it's another thing to, like, need a mentor, right? You can kind of just self-mentor by just talking to people, you know? Yeah, thanks, Soy Pete. Like, it'll be way down the line. Like, I want to get Walter, like, finished up first. But, yeah, you're scared to self-publish, scared no one will use it. Maybe, yeah, that's tough. I mean, the key is build up some social presence, you know? Maybe partner with some creators that can get a cut via an affiliate system. And that's pretty much going to be my plan, I think. Another way might also to be like aggregate it with some of the other like course providers, right? Such as right, like front-end masters or boot dev or any of that stuff, right? So the same content can be repurposed on their platform, and then, you know, like you get a cut of that, or they get a cut and you get like the lion's share. But it still improves their platform by having it. They did release the Intel version, is signed and everything. We got it set up. It's just the big issue is I would probably only use it for auto completion stuff, and my poor Mac Mini just isn't capable. Right, like running Olama locally, and you know, having like the full context of the project just doesn't work as well on this ancient Mac Mini that doesn't have a GPU. It's on an Intel chip. Like it's bad. So yeah, I'm hoping to upgrade to a new Mac Mini or possibly even a Mac Studio once they actually release like the next line. And hey, what's up, Sergeant Pepper? Haven't seen you in a bit. And I guess what I meant is haven't seen you streaming in a bit. So yeah, you're like feeling healthy enough to stream again, yeah? Or not healthy, but recovered enough. Ah, so you're building an ESLint rule for React server actions and then some Rust stuff, huh? What'd you do with some Rust? But yeah, Suyash, yeah, Pair AI seems really cool. Definitely wanted to try and support Nang. You know, it's just, yeah, I got some ancient hardware here. That's all. to enforce use server. Didn't get to the Rust, sure. I'm gonna come back later after you eat some lunch, some late lunch, really late lunch. So I think the big thing about server actions is every function within a use server file becomes a server action, right? So you could end up, you know, if you make a utility function or something in that same file, you're actually creating something that someone could call, right? Oh, so it can actually be in the functions too, right? I wasn't aware of that. So it's only if you have use server at the top that every exported function becomes an action. Is that the gist? And yeah, no worries, Jens. Yep, have a good night. Get some shut-eye. Okay. Yeah, I've never used server actions. It's just, I don't do any of that stuff. So, yeah. Server-side rendering is not a concern for me. Not yet. Maybe eventually. You like this beanie? I like this beanie too. It's a little dirty though. I washed it and everything, but yeah. I'm gonna have to just get some new ones. I looked at getting some shipped via Alibaba. They didn't have this color, but it has character. There you go. But yeah, I want to do like similar, like I want to make my own beanies, basically. But I need to also make my own like tags to sew on. And yeah, just like other things to deal with. Sunlight bar soap? Sure. Yeah, I already like threw it through the dishwasher, so laundry detergent didn't do it. But yeah, I'll check it out. Sunlight bar soap. OxyClean! See, what am I thinking? Yeah, duh. Yeah, I'll try both of those. Because, yeah, a bunch of my beanies that I wear all the time need to be cleaned that way. What will the tag say? Probably, yeah, the Mr. Sir. I think that's the easiest one. And yeah, no worries, Soy Pete. Yeah. Yeah, let me know when your course is out. We'll check it out live on stream. At least, like, the preview part or all that. Whenever you tweet it, maybe, like, let me know. Mr. Sir as a domain? No. I'd probably need to even, like, trademark it or something, right? Like, the actual, like, logo. All the good domains are taken. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Mr. Sir is fully taken. I'll look. Oh, I gotta do the two-factor. Oh, I know. I do have a tool for that. That's a good point. Yeah, let me get some more music playing first. MrSir.com is not available. There is one that would work. 23 bucks a year. Mr. Sir Clothing. Right, do that at least until MrSir.com is available. I think that would work, right? Oh, there might be .store. Damn, Mr. Sir.store is $40 a month. Yeah, I'm good on that. I'd say 20 I could do, or not a month, per year. 20 I could do, 40 I don't think is worth it. Especially because I'd rather just try and snipe the MrSir.com. Come on, let's look it up. .org, there we go. Not a bad idea. Domain's anonymous. Yeah, I pretty much only ever buy a domain when I have a thing already made, but some of them you gotta lock down, right? If it's for like a software as a service, nah, like who cares? For something very specific, like Mr. Sir or rollyourownauth.com, then sure, right? Like I kind of need to do that. But what up, Ahmad, Mr. Sir? How you doing? It's going great, man. Stoked to see you streaming. A memer video editor. Oh, that sounds fun. What are you gonna call it? Vingboard? The Dingboard? Mimeo. Alright, there you go. It's like Vimeo, but different. No, I like it. Yeah, that's good. I'm guessing you already have the domain and everything. Use the old GitKraken on stream? Thanks, man. Aw, that's huge. Fuck yeah. Yeah, and, you know, I don't think we can say too much about the specifics of it, but great feedback and questions in the ambassador thing yesterday. Like, really cool, man. Right? Because those are NDA'd. So we can't talk about specifics of it, but yeah, really good feedback, man. You don't buy domains before going to prod anymore? Makes sense. I gotcha. I would maybe come up with a working title if you're already like sold on that. That way you don't get some troll sniping it from you. Ooh, dot dot. Oh, that would be huge, Baishtar. That would be good. Yeah, yeah, just come up with some working title. Right? Very similar to how they did, what was it? It was Empire Strikes Back? Yeah, Empire Strikes Back was Blue Harvest, or whatever, right? They did that mainly because they didn't want to get reamed by the locations they were shooting at for, like, hotel rooms and stuff. So if you're filming for some unknown thing, then sure, you're going to get the standard rate. But you're filming for Star Wars 2? Oh, pay up, right? So yeah. Yeah, working titles are really, really popular. There was an API at Disney called Blue Harvest? Oh, interesting. Okay. Had no idea why. Yep. Yeah, hold on. Christopher Nolan does working titles for all his stuff, too. So yeah, Return of the Jedi was Blue Harvest. Hancock was Tonight He Comes. Interesting. Marvel movies do it these days too. Yeah, it's to prevent leaks and all sorts of stuff. Yeah. Harry Potter was Incident on 57th Street. Oh, it was Return of the Jedi that was Blue Harvest, not Empire Strikes Back. Okay. Titanic was Planet Ice. The Dark Knight was Rory's First Kiss. Like, what the hell? So yeah, it's kind of funny. Uh, 2001: A Space Odyssey was How the Solar System Was Won. That's a good reference to How the West Was Won. Alien was Star Beast. That actually wasn't like done as a working title for any like secretive reason. It was actually just called Star Beast in the original script as the working title. And John Carpenter is the one that actually suggested to Dan O'Bannon, like, hey, you know what? The word alien shows up so much in the script. Just call it Alien. Boom. Done. It's cleaner. Because, yeah, if you didn't know, John Carpenter and Dan O'Bannon were, like, best friends in, like, film school. They created a film called Dark Star. This was basically their, their college, like, thesis film. Yeah, here it says O'Bannon decided. I could have sworn John Carpenter suggested it, so I could be wrong about that. 7 was Seven Deadly Sins, sure. Back to the Future Part 2 was Paradox. Oh, interesting. Pulp Fiction was called Black Mask. Casablanca was called Everybody Comes to Rick's. What? The Avengers was Group Hug. Ooh, that's a good one. That's genius. Yeah, so, yep, Marvel has special code names or working titles for all of their films. Captain America the First Avenger was Frostbite, because he was encased in ice at the end of the film. Pair of Docks, there you go. E.T. was A Boy's Life. Star Trek was Corporate Headquarters. What? So for the J.J. Abrams version. Okay, Corporate Headquarters. Lord of the Rings Fellowship was Changing Seasons. Yeah, great stuff. So yeah, working titles. Shit. You're right. I totally forgot. What year did that one come out? Damn, 2011. So yeah, I broke my rule. I'm sorry, everyone. Sorry for the spoiler. We do have a 20-year rule on spoilers here, so I messed that one up. Yeah, we do a 20-year rule, so I messed that one up. I'm sorry. I just didn't even think about it. But yeah, how far did you get in the building of that there, Ahmad? Down by the river. Got the boilerplate down, which is fun. Oh, and yeah, Hanko? Open source auth and user management? I mean, it's fine. I'm not using any of this. Because again, I bet hosting it is probably like a Docker container or some junk, which I don't want to do. And I don't want to do passkeys. Not yet, at least. I'm actually kind of against passkeys from like a... Like, I don't know. Do we trust Google? I don't. I know WebAuthn is a spec and all that stuff. I don't know. I don't trust them. But yeah, running the back end. So yeah, we would need a persistent database, which is doable. Yeah, it's a Docker container. Yeah, I don't feel like doing any Docker hosting. No. So what I mean is I trust Google for certain things, right? And Gmail is like an acceptable loss at this point. But I don't trust Google and their like shoehorning of WebAuthn. Just in the same way I don't trust Google and their Manifest v3 stuff. Hard to avoid, but yeah, like, do we really think they did Manifest v3 for security? No, they did it because they wanted to neuter uBlock Origin. Right? Like, 100%. No, I'm on Gmail, and I would love to migrate away at some point, but that's pretty much unfeasible. I should probably get started doing that at some point. MX route? Oh, interesting. Oh, I use Fastmail for my business stuff. I do Fastmail because I don't want to have to pay for Google Workspaces for every domain and project I make. Whereas with Fastmail, I can actually have, like, I think up to like 50 different domains associated. So that's the main reason for Fastmail, just cost. It's a lot harder, Suyash. It's gonna be a lot harder. Just because you don't get the same access. And yeah, Mahmood, how you doing? What you up to? Yeah, Hanko does seem cool. Let's at least look at their pricing. 10,000 active users. TOTP would be part of it. What do you get with the paid tier? Social providers. I think it's weird to put social behind the paid tier. Oh, wait, no, we see it here. Never mind. Admin dashboard, community support, team member invites, admin API access. Interesting. SAML and SSO on just their pro tier. Sure. Hanko is really nice. They got a startup plan too. No, good call on Hanko. Pretty solid. No, this is really reasonable, actually. I mean, you just have to do it, though. SAML Enterprise SSO is necessary for getting your app actually used at Enterprise. Yeah, exactly. Which is why using a service would be ideal. So this is incredibly reasonable. Like, wow. Yeah, Hanko, great deal. Yeah, these tiers, like, well done. Yeah, they did a great job. Yeah, I personally just still don't like the idea of, like, the round trip out to their servers. If they're hosted within AWS, then that is actually, like, a little nicer for us. Yeah. Like, really cool, actually. I'm a little blown away. Hanko seems great. Yeah, so I mean, user management, sure. I definitely don't like the idea of outsourcing permissions to the same person doing my, like, user stuff. I might consider doing a Zanzibar provider at some point, but also maybe just do my own Zanzibar stuff. Does Auth0 do permissions? Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, no worries, Ahmad. Thank you for chilling. Thank you for the raid. Yeah, we should definitely collab on some content. I'm down. I do need to get, like, what we're doing here, right, with, you know, with Walter, at least somewhat launched. If you end up having something that you want to try and dog food Walter onto, that would be even better, and I'd love to contribute to that. Because that's probably going to be my next priority, like dog fooding Walter, making sure it works for users, doing all that. Okay, so access management is probably the permissions part, right? Yep. So yeah, they totally do. I don't remember that being a thing before they got acquired, so that might have been something that Okta invested into. I don't know. Yeah, so Ahmad, basically, Walter, the whole point is if you're doing something like an AI tool where you want to take in $20 from a user and then they deduct from it based upon their usage, right? Like transactional. But also maybe like if you want to spin up your own hosting provider. So, like, as you spin up a droplet and then kill it, you're only billed for the time it was running. Or the time that it was, like, provisioned. So yeah, like Walter is trying to solve those two exact problems. Right? The DigitalOcean style thing is basically the usage based, and then you know, like the transactional, like AI based thing is like microtransactions. Just keep in mind, it is a middleware for other providers, right? So it's a middleware for something like Stripe, or a middleware for PayPal or whatever, right? Like you'll be able to connect any payment provider you want. Theoretically, we're going to start out with Stripe, then do PayPal, and then maybe Paddle. I don't know what other ones there even are to consider. Probably need to figure out some way to do it for like the app stores. Yeah, we are basically the wallet, right? We're trying to take DigitalOcean's wallet and turn it into a service, basically. Because I'm a huge fan of the way they do that billing. Instead of just like $5 a month, it's whatever you're using, but you prepay rather than like invoice people. That's the main goal. I think that is more like small business focused. If I want engineering help, yeah, sure. I think we're pretty good. Like if you want to see what the stack is, sure. I'd be happy to show you how I build out my docs and some of that stuff. I'm pretty proud of that. So yeah, that's the current stack. Oh no, it's fine there, Byshtar. Yeah, I'm pretty stoked on the stack. So hold on. What are my thoughts on events, Kafka specifically as a replacement for a traditional message-based backend? Like when you say message-based backend, you mean something consuming like a message queue? I'm a little fuzzy. Like, I don't know when you would want to care more about, like, an eventing system like Kafka or do, like, a proper message queue. I don't know. Yeah, Dynamo's amazing. Yep. Yeah, I could even show you kind of like the homegrown ORM I have for, like, the single table design. Oh, I got you, Byshtar. REST APIs talking to each other. You're gonna have to like worry about like backflow and like failure as well. And a message queue, and especially with like a dead letter queue, is a way to like handle scale way better than just a REST endpoint to REST endpoint situation. I think it's easier to fan out. Like horizontally scale with a message queue kind of acting as the middle as well. Now, keep in mind, this is all stuff that's like really like a scaling problem that I haven't necessarily had to deal with that much. But as an example in this product, for the usage-based billing, we do a daily billing reconciliation for usage-based users. That involves doing a call from my end, right, to reconcile things. Or actually, it's on a cron because of how things are configured. Right, so basically, I have this scheduled event that triggers this billing reconciliation just at midnight. At midnight, we then query for all of the businesses that are doing usage-based billing. And from there, we fan out to a like billing reconciliation endpoint. And that endpoint then fans out to the account reconciliation endpoint. And these are all just queues. So I can basically loop through all these in one Lambda, farm it out, and it all happens concurrently for the most part, right? So it should be pretty damn fast. Yeah, so, I mean, that's another thing. Like, if you were doing it rest to rest, you're dealing with the synchronous nature of those requests, and then, like, having to do error handling, etc. Like, that gets tough. Whereas instead, if you do it in a more, like, message-based system, then you can react to a failed message easier, right? If something fails during that process, you can throw it back into the dead letter queue. Yeah, so I'm using Architect. Architect is a wrapper around AWS stuff. It basically deploys all of that stuff out to a SAM, like the wrapper for applications in AWS. It gives us API gateway. It sets up our Dynamo tables for us. It sets up our table indexes, like based upon us defining things. And yeah, like, you know, it'll scaffold all like the AWS CloudFormation stuff for us. So we don't have to worry about doing that junk. I think of it a lot like SST, but SST does way more. But it also requires more effort because like each thing is individually like scaffolded, right? It's code that you have to write. Whereas here, it's just a config. Like if I added another route here and then ran Architect, it would actually scaffold out using a template the endpoint like file for us too. So there's a lot of like boilerplate stuff that just goes on here that Architect I think is really cool at. Now, is it perfect? No. I still needed to make my own like wrapper around Architect that added my own ORM, also like how my request response stuff gets turned into an open API spec. Like, so I have a whole bunch of stuff like my middleware system. All of these things are things that I kind of built out around Architect, which is why I haven't really decided to try out Cloudflare in a more major way, because I'd have to basically rebuild my wrapper to make it like Cloudflare based, right? So yes, I am somewhat vendor locked to AWS for the foreseeable future. Coworker stuff. Shifting from on-prem to AWS, just Lambda for now, and still can't get over how quick it is. Yeah, and you may run into some like cold start stuff. Lambda perf. This is a good way of visualizing it and seeing some benchmarks around those things. The part that blows my mind, and especially if we get to like just a slightly bigger one of these, we can see, yeah, C++, Rust, sure, 13 millisecond cold start, 1-2 millisecond like hot start. Cool, right? Go gets up to 49 as a cold start, but pretty damn fast. The fact that Python, with having such like slow cold starts, is still like a really fast hot start, it's pretty cool. And even like when we look at Node.js, right? Node.js is a much slower cold start, but man, the hot start's pretty damn good. Which is kind of crazy. And then you start looking at some older stuff, or other stuff, I should say. And it's not quite as good. All right, so Java 14. You've been doing Go with zips, no Docker. Yeah, so you can even configure and look at the differences here. So yeah, zips are faster, for sure. The round trip's more impactful than the cold start? Yeah, that makes sense, I totally get that. Yeah, it's a really great link. Yep. Anyone else need me to paste it? Maybe YouTube or Algora? Feel free and ask, and yeah, I'll pass it along. In fact, I'll just do it anyway. How about that? A place where bun can't defeat node, though. Yeah, because bun has to be shipped as like a layer or like a container of some kind, I think. It does say that you can zip it, but yeah, that part's interesting to me. I'm not sure, like, maybe this is just a flawed benchmark. Oh, here we go. So we see bun as just a zip versus bun as a layer. The layer is a much better hot time. But yeah, just being a layer makes it slower, I guess, right? And then yeah, if you get to like ARM, stuff gets way faster. Yeah. Yeah, ARM actually really improves the cold start times too for like all of them, which is interesting. I didn't realize that. What's interesting is that the node hot start is faster on Intel versus ARM. That's curious. ARM is cheaper? Oh, I didn't know that. I haven't looked. Makes sense. It's like lower watt per performance or whatever, right? So their power bill is really the thing that they're charging you for. V8 is still more optimized on x86. Interesting. Yeah, I'm wondering like how long that'll be the case. Turn the fan up a bit. And yeah, so let's look back at some more of the stuff we're doing. We got plenty of time. It's about time for a whiskey. And, you know, I'm not trying to go teetotaler here, but I am trying to majorly cut down. So we'll get one for now, probably have a couple tonight, but more than like the 5 or 6 that we've done in the past. Right, gotta have a whiskey during fantasy football draft, right? Oh, sorry, Suyash. Realmapp.io. So there is a slight concern, right? You may end up dealing with some trademark issues. Oh, you got a side scroll bar from something. Looks like the image is doing it. Which is fine. Like, you know, don't feel bad. Side scroll bars are a tricky beast. Oh wait, maybe you don't have a side scroll bar? Oh, it's only when you're up there. And then it gets better when you get to the bottom to... Oh. Interesting. So you're dynamically setting the width of some element based upon some JS stuff as you scroll. So yeah, maybe just something to think about. Not 100% certain on the cause. Yeah, I don't know what the bug there is. We'd have to like really dig into it. But I was gonna say there is a Mongo realm. Yeah, some parallax issue. So yeah, they have Realm Studio. So I don't know, just saying. And I got to chat with the dude who created Realm, like, in this context. I mean, that's just my Mac Mini being terrible, X Factor. But yeah, because it's in the tech space, their trademark may be something they have to enforce. So just something to be aware of, Suyash. Right? Trademarks are like industry specific, but as an application versus like a framework, I think those still count as the same industry. Okay, cool. So you've already maybe like dealt with that in some way. Cool, makes sense. Just wanted to make sure. I think trademark law is tricky, and you know, that's all. Yeah, no worries. So yeah, it's for organizing stuff. Oh, so like your new tab page or whatever? It's like a nicer new tab page. Oh, I like that. That's cool. Yeah, save to Realm. Yeah, nifty, man. I like it. What's the monetization strategy? How's it gonna make money? Ah, here we go. I found it. Oh, interesting. Yeah, you go cheaper for teams. Nifty. You got a lifetime slot too? Yeah, the lifetime stuff. I think that's pretty compelling. And yeah, like you limit it to X amount of people, right? Huge. I'm guessing you've done 5 slots already. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the scrolling animation stuff, but again, like, you do what you do. Like, whatever, man. Don't take our naysaying. Well, I like the button animations. Yeah, this is a really clean site, though. Nice. Yeah, I see what you're doing there, Steel Toe. I see what you did there. Ah, integrated AI. So you might be a potential customer for Walter, huh? No, I probably won't have it built in time. So you guys are probably already in the process of building out like your billing for AI feature stuff. But yeah, seems cool. What's up, Tobbs? How you doing? Sounds fun, are you? Hell yeah. You're building something similar for Web3? Yeah, I don't want to touch Web3 at the moment. If you guys end up killing it, I'm open to acquisition. Mm-hmm. Did I mess up that type? Looks like I messed up that type. Yeah, it's the MFA recovery code. I want to make sure I'm keeping that consistent. No, I am not. There we go. That's better. That's cleaner. Oh, but you know what? Hold on. In recover here, this is going to be new MFA recovery code. There we go. So recover, validate, generate here and here look good. We do that. Recover request. This one is going to be secret request. So yeah, now we got to do the magic link code stuff. It is 5:00 p.m. for me. And yeah, in about a half hour or so, I'm going to order some Indian food. Because we got the Final Fantasy football draft tonight at 7. So I want to make sure I get some food in me, launch over to the gaming stream, allow people to show up before the draft actually starts. And, yeah, you know, chat, hang out, eat food, and chill. It's 5:30 a.m. where you're at. Okay. Is that India? Nice. Well, yeah. Yeah, thank you for chilling. We'll see you again soon. Yeah, have a good night. I mean, we have some other viewers from that area. I can never remember exactly. Okay, so login. So login will completely change. Let me just do a commit of what we got so far, actually. Migrate hook state to latest and fix dashboard path. I believe you turned the computer off. I'm kidding. Colon WQ exclamation point. Maybe just WQ. If you have stuff that you want to do. You've just been buying a whole new computer. Oh, I guess W would write the file, right? So maybe you don't want to write, you just want to quit. Yeah, that's a good call. Alt F4. There you go. There you go. Nailed it. Yeah, you've just been buying a whole new computer every time, haven't you? Yeah, hold on. We're gonna delete that. We don't want to do anything like super destructive. Like, even as a joke. No offense for it, but sorry. I don't want to take no responsibility for someone accidentally doing. Maybe. But also, I got some computers to sell you, real cheap. You actually believed those there, Tobbs? Oh, yeah. No, that's fine for you, Will. Like, yeah, no stress. And I just remembered, Naughty Knitter. Sorry, you said hi and I forgot to say hi back. My bad. Let me just reply to a thing here. I can reply back. That's fine. There you go, Tobbs. Yeah, the memes can be a little harsh sometimes. Yeah, no worries. I mean, I still felt bad about it. So yeah, no worries. React Native, for sure. If you're interested in React Native stuff, he's been on a game dev kick for a while. Jamin Holmgren is... I forget if he's CEO or CTO. Or, hold on, I meant to do the shout out. He's either CEO or CTO or some other C-level thing for Infinite Red, which is like, I don't know if they're the biggest, but, you know, as a bias, because I consider him a friend, they're the best, like, agency that you could hire for, like, React Native devs. Now, they deal with large companies. I don't know what their, like, minimum contract is, but they're really good. Time to make some dinner. Salsa pizza buns. Is that just a quesadilla on bread? Instead of a tortilla? Quesabretta? Salsa pizza buns? There you go. But yeah, I would say go check out Jamin's stream and check out a bunch of his tweets and, you know, yeah, super good dude. Very, very knowledgeable on React Native stuff. Makes great content. If you check out some of his videos on YouTube, like older videos, some great React Native stuff in there. But yes, I have done some React Native stuff. I wouldn't say I'm the expert, but I have built, you know, some applications. Yeah, exactly, Naughty Knitter. No, that sounds really good. It's interesting. I've never had it, but I wouldn't mind eating it. All right, so let's commit more of what we've done here. I think my git ignore. Yeah, all right, so we'll add those first. Waddler. And the water as a service. There you go. I like that. I'm into it. Sounds like it's ripe for disruption. TS, TS, TS. Oh, we want to add JSON. Cool. This is complete. Add initial endpoints for MFA. And what's up? How you doing, Kino, Mr. Sir? We'll get that pushed up. All right, so yeah, let me go use the restroom again real quick. Yeah, let me go use the restroom real quick, and then our next step is the magic link flow, and that will involve some of our TTL stuff. So, BRB, I'm gonna go use the restroom. I'll see you in a sec. Ooh-wee, it is warm in this room. But yeah, Kino, what are you up to? Yeah, welcome to the channel. Or, welcome back to the channel, sorry. For some reason I thought that was your first message. Oh, you've had a few. Yeah, you've been here for a while, actually. Yeah, my bad. Bear in mind, it has been like 6 months. So, you know. And then before that, it was a few years. Oh, that's right. You're from back in 2021, too. Yeah, how you been? Okay, so for the magic string stuff. And what up, All Lace? How you doing? actually, we did push. Do a quick pnpm dev, that way our build kicks off. And I want to make sure that those like JS map things get ignored. All right, so build looks good. Interesting. Did we do that at the top level here? Yeah, it says our app.arc file got edited. Weird. Oh well. So let's gut everything here. No matter what, we're going to return the 200. And this is the part where, let's see, we got the login endpoint, the MFA stuff, register, password resets. Here we go, resend password verification. Actually, hold on. Let me undo what I just did here. Oh, that's login, not registered. Yeah. So, never mind. We do got this. Oh, is 420 not part of like the client and server error stuff? Because 420 would be the take it easy, like rate limiting response. So we're gonna need that for sure. But it's actually registered. It is doing our like email send. What's up, Circuit? I do not do TDD. I do believe in testing, but I only unit test the things that I care about. For dashboards and front-end apps, I believe in end-to-end testing, for sure. I will say, please, English only, guys. You know, I say it to everyone, so I gotta enforce it evenly. So, that's all. No worries, local guy. Are you also from Brazil? Brazil mentioned. So yeah, English only, please. So why not test-driven development? I just don't find value in it. It's not part of my process. For certain things, I do believe in it. But for other things, I don't. Like, for the whole application, no. For, like a bare minimum unit test coverage, I don't give a shit. Like, no. Now, keep in mind, this is not an all-the-time thing. But again, I don't do TDD, even when I'm doing things where I care about 100% coverage. If I'm releasing SDKs for users, I want 100% coverage. So I have a feature flag tool in which I've handwritten 10 different SDKs so far in various languages. Those are all, they're not 100, but they're like, almost all of them are above 80% test coverage. And we got more work to get them to the 100. But yeah, I don't believe in minimum test coverage for like internal things. If you're making external libraries, then sure. But if you're making an application, nah, I don't care about minimum test coverage. For the most part, I would love to, like, I'd rather do end-to-end testing that tests the entire flow and include the API in that and get like a full coverage number for that. And then I'd be okay with having some kind of minimum. But as far as unit testing goes, I don't unit test my front-end code besides like very specific units. You know, things that should always be right. I don't care about unit testing a button click. You know, who cares? That's what an end-to-end test is for. I find that a lot of like unit test everything mentalities end up mocking so much that you're no longer actually testing the thing that you think you're testing. You're testing your mocks at that point. So the more you have to mock, the less valuable your unit testing is. Things that are pure functions that don't require any mocking other than just injecting the right values, yeah, those might benefit from unit testing. But again, I don't do TDD, I just do the unit tests afterwards. Yeah, exactly, eggs. Yep. So yeah, I'm not quite on like Theo's end of like never unit test. I'm not quite on Primogen's end of unit test everything. I'm in the middle of unit test the things that make sense as units, that need to be correct all the time. If you can get away with doing an end-to-end test that covers the thing that you would unit test, then you're way better off. Because then you're testing the entire application rather than just one small piece. Because I consider like excessive unit tests to be their own kind of tech debt. So you don't need the 100%, but you do need to unit test everything. That's like at the company you work at or something. I get it. That's a bummer, but I get it. All right, here's where we do the user verification token stuff. Now, part of this is that we didn't want verification token to be able to expire. Yeah, I find anytime you're doing the 80%, it encourages bad testing. Like, even 60%, I find encourages bad testing. Especially if you're doing that for the front end. Right? Like, unit test-wise for the front end. Nah, it just encourages bad tests. Now, if you can get coverage results from end-to-end testing, and then you're going for like a 60% there, then sure. Yeah, I'll totally take that. But I don't know if 60% is the right target, and I have less experience with getting test coverage results from end-to-end testing. It may have progressed to being doable. I don't consider it that doable at the moment. Like, I don't know of the way to do that. I'll often care more about getting the happy path tested first with end-to-end tests before I care about any kind of coverage value. And at that point, once you have happy path, you're probably okay. Right? Boom, happy path. Right? I didn't realize that we had happy path here on screen. There you go, Steel Toad. Nailed it. Yeah, early in my career, I was more like gung-ho about testing. But at some point, you have to think about like the business case for it, right? Is it a valuable use of your time, or is it just something you're doing to appease some metric? Right? And the business case of it is like, yeah, I was working at an agency where time is money and there's only so many billable hours that a client will accept for certain projects. Or if it's a fixed bid contract, then there's only so many billable hours that the company will accept. So at that point, like, what is the best use of your time? You know, like, unit test coverage doesn't take the place of manual testing and QA. So at that point, it becomes tough. I'm just honest. I'll say the exact same stuff I'll say now, right? Because, right, recruiters might want to care about 100%, but they're not actual devs. They don't know. They don't even know about like the business case. But if you're talking to an engineering manager, they do understand the business case. So yeah, and I've found that the more senior you get as an engineer, the more you should be caring about the business case for things. Like, why are you doing this? What value do you gain from it? Is there a better use of your time? It's harder to let juniors decide that. But the more senior you get, the more experience you have in knowing what's valuable. Yeah, X Factor. That's basically what I just said, but I said it more eloquently. Ooh. All right, so right here, we even had an invite flow, I think. Let me double check some of this. We do need more music going. So if we don't have a user, we do that. Otherwise, we validate the user's verification token. And this was for the invite flow. So I think... Yeah, exactly. X Factor. What we want to do is think about a user who was invited versus a brand new user. We don't need to worry about the verification part anymore. So that's where we probably want to go and update our type at the bare minimum. And that's over in our shared types in TSBS. Hold on, let's restart the extension host, because I feel like the files modified thing was actually wrong. It was saying types.ts was modified, but it shouldn't be. Oh, and it's probably time to order my Indian food, because it'll take at least a half hour to get here. So let me go do that real quick. It's pretty much the only thing I order from this place, from DoorDash as well. Yep, I'm gonna get me some butter chicken with some garlic naan. Is it naan or nan? I never remember. I think it's naan, right? It's gotta be. Is there any other snacky kind of thing I want to get? I think plenty of rice, that'll be fine. Is it nan? Or are you just playing with words? Biryani or is it biryani? They don't have much in the way of appetizers. I mean, they do, but it's like, eh. Ooh, they got bhaji, which looks pretty good. I don't think I want to do the fish pakora. I don't think I want to do the tandoori mushroom or any of that. None of the soup looks that appetizing to me. Yeah. Yeah, I wish they had just, like, some other kind of, like, appetizer stuff. But I don't know what I actually want, so I don't know. Biryani. Yeah, there you go. So just the R and the I were out of in the wrong order or whatever. I get it. I don't think I'll get to the fish pakora. Samosas? I'm not a big fan of samosas. They're not bad. And they do have them, right? Like a good vegetable samosa, crispy fried turnover. Like, they're okay. They got vegetable pakora. I think I'm good on that. The fish pakora is really not bad. Dosa. I don't know if they have dosa. No. They just have samosa chaat when I search for it. I think I'm good. Yeah, butter chicken and garlic naan. That'll be something. All right, so food ordered. It will be 45 minutes to an hour. So yeah, 20 minutes, or not 20 minutes, sorry. 20 minutes till this like countdown finishes. So yeah. We had the one whiskey, we'll pace ourselves and wait to have one until we're actually doing the draft later. And let's get back to what we're doing here. All right, so verification doesn't matter because we're doing magic links. Password hash does go away. That is now deprecated. Oh, and yeah, we're gonna want to make the user not be directly tied to a single business. So yeah, that's a problem. To-do, this is a problem. Need to allow multiple businesses per user. All right, so we've done that. We need to rebuild our TSBS. And Pone, thank you for the follow. I just saw that. Almir and Local Guy, thank you guys as well. Yeah, thank you. Tired Caesar, time to go to bed? Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, it'll be a great one. I'm looking forward to it. And yeah, the fantasy football tonight. Should be fun. Ooh, we just hit 45,000 views on YouTube. That's kind of cool. Right, considering I only stream to it. That's pretty nifty. Yeah. Yeah, Tired Caesar, living up to the name. All right, so sending the magic link. What we need to do is store the magic link as well. How long do we think we want the magic link to live for? 30 minutes? So here, 20. Yeah, I'd say that's fine. 20 minutes. So yeah, we want to go up to table indexes. here in core, we got the TTL table. Yep. So then, yeah, when we think about this, we're going to need a type for it. Verification email goes away. Password reset goes away. So expirable tables. That goes away. All right, so we do magic link codes. We're definitely going to have some other expirable stuff. Right, so maybe this is where we want to start setting up the rate limiting. Magic link rate limits. And then this is MFA rate limits. All right, so magic link code. We almost want to do this instead of email, user ID as like the main partition key. Yeah, because like the user should be able to change their email. Yep. Oh, yeah, exactly. I just want to make sure I'm thinking about this right. Yeah, exactly, for it. Yep. We're going to want to handle the invite system at some point, but I think that's a different commit. So we don't need to worry about that part yet. Used a habanero cheese blend. Nice. Sounds good. Did I get tagged? Yeah, I think we're good. No, so user ID is like a UUID. It's technically a nano ID. But no, we're not letting him set like a username. Because I'm not sure that's actually relevant. Like, name is a separate value. User ID is like the primary key. Right? Something that will never change. Whereas username can totally change. And yeah, like logging in with a name, I don't know if that makes that much sense. Like, I don't know if I care. No. So, I mean, at least in a SQL database, username is a terrible primary key because it's like a varchar. So I like to just follow that pattern all the time. Username is never a primary key. Right? It's never something you use for a foreign key, like relations. Like, nah. So totally separate. Nope. Not gonna do it. Wouldn't be prudent. In this case, no, I'm not saying they're the same. User ID is specifically an ID value that is a fixed length. On Twitch, it's not user ID as well. It's username. Username and email are different. Username is technically different from account name as well. Now, when I'm talking about ID, I mean a fixed length ID. Possibly UUID, possibly nano ID. So yeah, user ID there. These are tied. Then this is magic link rate limit. This is MFA. Oh, I did the wrong ones. All right, so then magic link rate limit. We're gonna have a count, which is a number. Last requested at. I don't know if that's it. No, that's fine. Yeah, number. So then here, MFA rate limit is count. This is last submitted. Ooh, and looks like food might be getting here sooner than we thought? Oh yeah, they're saying it'll be here in about 10 minutes. So that is quicker than I expected. That's awesome. Yeah, so we've got the data types here. Magic link code. We've got the request and response types for those. So then it's just about implementing the logic. So then log in here. Let's actually just scaffold these out via comments. Login. Login is actually the validated. So login goes away. No. This is where we send the magic link. They use the magic link for validate. So this is, yeah, login request schema just takes in an email. So yes, we need to update our schemas. That's right. Which means we need to update our types. So now let's go to the top. Login request is just email now because we're getting rid of password. Register request takes in a name, an email, and a business name because invite is going to be a separate thing. But password and verify token go away. And yeah, invite stuff we'll handle another time. Not so sure about limiting the name. We do want to give it like a sane limit. Limit. I think we actually want to give business name some kind of like sane limit as well. I think 32 makes more sense. Someone could have a long name. So yeah, name, email, business name, that all works. Login request is just email. Correct. Yeah, exactly. So we can get rid of these. Good call, X Factor. Dasher waiting for order. Nice. Response types. Yeah, post user here goes away. That all looks fine. So let's do that. It's not in there. It's npm dev. That way we generate the types that we care about. And yeah, let's just leave this as leaving off. Implement login and register logic. Thing magic. Yeah, so now might be a good time. I know Dasher's waiting, might be 10 minutes before they get here, but that gives me time to go raid somebody. Who is streaming right now? Who should we go raid? Oh, we haven't had a chance to raid Non for a while, right? Damn, she's going on 10 hours. Yeah, we're gonna go raid Non. Right, I'm gonna eat some Non bread. We're gonna go raid Non codes. It just makes sense. What's a raid? It's when it's basically just transferring your audience to another stream. So non-codes is learning dev. I'm not sure exactly what she's working on right now. Looks like some Next.js stuff, maybe. But yeah, it's just a way to pass the audience around rather than just like leaving people here. And hey, what's up, Diego? We're just about to finish up. I'll be over on gaming stream though. So yeah, gaming stream right after the raid, after I possibly grab my food. We will be doing our fantasy football draft. It's my first time doing a live draft, so I have no idea what that's like. So yeah, Griffing and Chill on Twitch if you want to hang out over there. It's totally up to you. And yeah. We're gonna go right into non-codes' stream, and I'll be back here tomorrow. I'm thinking I could probably even stream on Sunday. Oh, don't say sorry. You got here when you could. But if you want to hang out and see what a fantasy football draft looks like, hang out with me and like 7 other people. I think we have 8 in the league. You know, if everyone can make it. Yeah, should be fun. And then, yeah, tomorrow we continue what we're doing. Maybe I continue and stream on Sunday as well. It is a holiday weekend, so I might stream on through. I'll have to think about what work I might need to do. It should be fine. Yeah, I think we'll be good. So yeah, I will see you guys over in Non-Codes' stream, possibly over on gaming, and if not either there, see you tomorrow. So, yep, let's bid farewell to YouTube and Algora. Thank you all for chilling. Y'all are great.